I leave the window open, let the midnight enter slow. There are memories like shadows moving where the cold winds blow. Every light across the city looks like something I once knew, but the night keeps moving forward and I know I have to move. I was holding on to moments like they owed me something back, trying to find a perfect meaning in the places that went black. Every word became a question, every silence felt too loud. I was searching for an answer in the middle of the crowd. Now I see the things I carried were not always mine to keep. Some emotions lose their power when you finally let them sleep. I don't need to turn the pages, I don't need to read them twice. Some chapters lose their meaning when you step into the light. I am learning how to disappear from the things that pull me down. I am finding little pieces of myself beneath the sound. Every heartbeat keeps reminding me that I am still alive. I don't need to chase the past now, I just need to let it pass me by. I am learning how to disappear into something new and real. Not forgetting where I've been, just remembering how to feel. How to feel. How to breathe. There were mornings without color, there were evenings without sound. I would walk for hours slowly just to feel my feet on ground. Every stranger had a story, every window held a life, and I wondered how so many learned to carry this just fine. And I realized the answer wasn't waiting somewhere else. I was asking for permission to become myself. I don't need to be unbroken, I don't need to understand. I can take the road before me, one small step, one open hand. I am learning how to disappear from the things that pull me down. I am finding little pieces of myself beneath the sound. Every heartbeat keeps reminding me that I am still alive. I don't need to chase the past now, I just need to let it pass me by. I am learning how to disappear into something new and real. Not forgetting where I've been, just remembering how to feel. Sometimes I still hear your footsteps in the rhythm of the rain. Sometimes I still catch your shadow in a passing window frame. But the feeling isn't heavy like it used to be before. It's a distant kind of weather that doesn't live here anymore. I can honor what we were without asking it to stay. I can carry all the beauty and release the rest away. If I lose my way tomorrow, I will stop and listen close. There are answers in the quiet that the noise will never show. If my heart becomes uncertain, I will give it room to speak. I don't need to have the courage to be fearless every week. Let the old roads keep their stories, let the old lights fade behind. I am not the space between them where you finally stop explaining. Maybe I was never empty, maybe I was full of noise. Maybe all I really needed was to hear my own voice. I hear my own voice. I hear it now. I am learning how to disappear from the things that pull me down. I am finding little pieces of myself beneath the sound. Every heartbeat keeps reminding me that I am still alive. I don't need to chase the past now, I just need to let it pass me by. I am learning how to open to the places I once feared. Every scar I woke up before the sunrise with a feeling I can't name. Like a photograph from somewhere slowly calling me again. There are footsteps in the hallway, there are shadows on the wall. I keep looking for a reason for the things I can't recall. I have lived between the moments, between leaving and goodbye, trying to read the hidden meaning in the color of the sky. Every memory has a rhythm, every silence has a sound, and the things I thought were missing were the things I hadn't found. I kept running from the questions, I kept hiding from the truth. Now I'm learning that the quiet has a way of speaking too. I don't need to know tomorrow, I don't need to know the end. Sometimes all I need to know is I can start again. There is something in the distance, something waiting in the blue. Every road I leave behind me makes a little room for new. I can feel it in the silence, I can hear it when I breathe. Maybe I was never lost here, maybe I was meant to leave. There is something in the distance calling softly through the night. I don't have to chase the feeling, I can let it find the light. Let it find the light. Somewhere in the night. I remember empty stations, neon shining through the rain. People moving past each other, carrying their private names. I was searching for a doorway that would take me somewhere new, but the only door that opened was the one I walked into. There were moments I felt weightless, there were moments I felt small. I kept waiting for the future to explain it all, but the future never promised it would tell me what to do. It just opened one more morning and asked me to walk through. I don't need to fix the pieces, I don't need to make them whole. Some things only find their meaning when you let them go. There is something in the distance, something waiting in the blue. Every road I leave behind me makes a little room for new. I can feel it in the silence, I can hear it when I breathe. Maybe I was never lost here, maybe I was meant to leave. There is something in the distance calling softly through the night. I don't have to chase the feeling, I can let it find the light. streets are loud. I can hear my own reflection without hiding in the crowd. Every scar became a window, every ending left a trace, and I finally stopped pretending I could outrun my own face. Maybe love was never wasted, maybe loss was never wrong. Maybe every disappearing was a way of moving on. If the night becomes too heavy, I will wait until it turns. If the road becomes uncertain, I will trust the way it bends. I don't need another promise, I don't need another sign. I can follow what is honest, one small step at a time. Let the old days keep their colors, let the memories remain. I can carry what was beautiful without carrying the pain. I am not the same as yesterday, and I don't need to be. There is nothing wrong with changing, there is nothing wrong with me. I can leave behind the version that was frightened of the fall. I can finally meet the person who was waiting through it all. I can feel it now, I can feel it now. There is something in the distance, something waiting in the blue. Every road I leave behind me makes a little room for new. I can feel it in the silence, I can hear it when I breathe. Maybe I was never lost here, maybe I was meant to leave. There is something in the distance. I woke up with the moonlight resting softly on my face. There are pieces of a dream I can never quite replace. Every shadow has a language, every silence has a tone. I've been searching through the quiet for a place that feels like home. I keep walking through the questions, I keep turning every stone. Maybe all the things I'm missing were teaching me to grow. I remember all the evenings when the world was moving slow. You could hear the distant traffic like a river far below. I was trying to find a meaning in the things I couldn't say. Now I know some doors stay open when you simply walk away. I don't need another answer, I don't need to know the why. Some emotions need a moment, some are never meant to die. I feel the light between the shadows, I feel the rhythm underneath. Every heartbeat tells a story, every breath is teaching me. I don't have to hold the moment, I don't have to make it stay. I can let the feeling find me, I can let it drift away. Let it drift away. Let it find its way. There were nights I felt invisible, like a photograph erased, trying hard to keep together every version of my face. But the cracks became the windows, and the windows let me see. There was nothing wrong with breaking, there was more of me to be. I have carried old emotions like a coat against the rain. Now I'm leaving what is heavy on the platform of the train. I can hear the room around me, I can hear my breathing slow. Maybe peace still see the old days in the corner of my eyes, like a faded constellation slowly disappearing in the sky. I don't hate the road behind me, I don't wish it wasn't there. Every loss became a lesson, every silence taught me care. Now the future feels less distant, now the night feels less unknown. I can walk into the darkness without feeling I'm alone. If tomorrow brings a storm, I will let the weather come. I don't need to fight the thunder, I don't need to fear the sun. If my heart becomes uncertain, I will give it room to speak. I have spent enough of my life trying hard to seem complete. Let the colors change around me, let the seasons take their turn. There are things I cannot carry, there are things I need to learn. I am more than what I lost, more than every unanswered call, more than every door that closed, more than every time I fell. There is still a quiet fire, there is still a softer sound, and beneath the weight of everything I can feel my feet on ground. I'm still here, I'm still here. I feel the light between the shadows, I feel the rhythm underneath. Every heartbeat tells a story, every breath is teaching me. Now I don't have to hold it, I don't have to make it stay. I can love the life I'm living, I can let the past fade away. I feel the light between the shadows, and I finally understand. Somewhere in the quiet moments I was learning who I am. I don't need another ending, I don't need another sign. I can leave the door behind me and still be grateful for the time. Still here, still breathing.